Shuka here with a review of the Power Morphicon exclusive Legacy Collection Dino Megazord. So for those not in the know, what this is a black and gold repaint of the Build-A-Figure that is included with the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers line of Legacy Collection figures that we took a look at in a previous video. Now obviously the full Megazord is not out yet because only red and green are currently available on the market, but eventually we will be able to get all of the pieces and we will be able to create this in its proper color scheme. But for Morphicon, they decided to include all the pieces together in one box and color it in the black and gold color scheme that you can get with the Legacy Megazord and even the old Daijujin mold. You could get in a nice black and gold color scheme like this. So it's a nice homage to all of that, and it shows which pieces come with which Rangers in the normal figure release, and the entire wave 1 down there at the bottom. Now unfortunately this did cost $40 at Power Morphicon, and I'm not really sure what its secondary market value is going for at the moment, but I promise you it's not cheap. It wasn't cheap at the show, it's definitely not cheap on the aftermarket. So if you want to get a hold of one of these and haven't yet, it might take some dough in order to do so. But let's go ahead and get this open and take a look. Alright, and here he is, and I have to say, when they announced this, I wasn't impressed. I was expecting something a little bit more in demand, but this is what they gave us, and I'm honestly kind of glad they did. It grew a lot on me as I was standing in line to get a wristband to buy one of these. But having it in hand, definitely it looks great. The gold is very nice. It's vibrant. It's almost a little bit too orange for me, but it's still a very, very nice gold that meshes well with this black plastic. And this is one of my favorite color schemes in general. Black, red, and gold together. I have a huge weakness for black and gold things. So I have to say this grew on me a ton, and I adore this figure. Now that's not to say it doesn't have flaws. Most of its flaws, kind of like the Legacy Megazord, come in the fact on what exactly it is. There's flaws with the whole Build-A-Figure thing, and like I said with the Storm Megazord for the Ninja Storm line, the fact that it uses the mix and morph joints is nice because, one, if you bought into the mix and morph line, you have some additional limbs and stuff to use with these figures, which is kind of cool, but at the same time, it creates sort of messes like you see going on with the whole buckling of the legs. Now it kind of looks like he has to pee. But it creates a figure that can pose really well, but it's very difficult to get them in that position that you want. It's mostly this set of joints right here that I had the most problems with, because as you can see, like, the arm itself is just a single hinge joint. I don't have a problem with the arms. The arms at the core are a mix and morph joint right there, but I don't have a problem with the upper torso of the figure, other than the fact that it can't move its waist, which is kind of annoying. But the head on that joint is fine, the arms are fine, and even like the ankle down here is fine. The only issue comes down to the fact that this really needed to be a single knee joint and not a mix and morph joint. It's fine for the hip. It's just that one right there that kind of makes it all sorts of messed up. So it's a little bit hard to get this guy in a really cool looking pose thanks to how weird that joint right there is. But the sculpt of the figure is perfectly good, and the paint on the figure is perfectly good as well. Again, I adore this color scheme, and it's not like you can't get him in cool poses. Obviously, he doesn't have any weapons, which is a bit of a shame. I mean, if you're paying $40 for a figure like this, I expect it to come with a weapon. And it's not like they don't have a power sword molded. A silver one came with the Red Ranger that came in the Comic-Con set, the San Diego Comic-Con set. So it's not like they don't have a power sword mold that they could have painted in gold and included with this figure so he would have a weapon. But so, like, you can see right here, he's like in a kind of a natural fighting stance. It's not hard to get cool poses on this guy. It's just that, like, doing so can be a little bit of a pain with those little thigh joints. But like I said, in terms of the actual figure, I like it a lot. It grew on me. I was kind of disappointed when they announced it because I wanted something a little bit more worth it. I don't really know what it was that I wanted out of this, but I'm kind of glad we ended up getting this because it was a figure that wasn't horribly in demand, so getting a wristband was super easy, and the end product is actually really, really good. And having no accessories or anything like that, I can't really elaborate too much else on this. He does have holes in his hands for a power sword, so if you can find one, go ahead and give it to this guy if you would like. Still disappointed he didn't come with one, but as you can see when I'm trying to move the figure, the legs definitely need some work, but really awesome sculpt and really awesome paint on this guy for sure. So if you like what you see, try to hunt him down. I wouldn't pay any more than about $60 for this, though I'm sure the going rate is at least going to be $80 because convention exclusives are usually double the price of what they were at the convention on average. So definitely don't pay any more than $100. 80 and below, kind of user discretion on how much it means to you. Not having weapon kind of killed it a little bit for me in terms of the actual value, but the end figure looks nice on display, and I am really glad I decided to pick one up. I'm looking forward to the eventual normal colored release once all of the Morphin Power Ranger Legacy figures are all together. Whenever, sometime in the middle of next year, I think at this rate. It's not going to be until like wave 3 that they're finally done. But it'll be a long road coming, but it's nice to see what we will get eventually. Really awesome figure, but again, being a convention exclusive, it's going to cost you a pretty penny. So that about does it for this review. If you like it, go ahead and blast that like button, comment below, and subscribe for more. So as always, thanks for watching, take care, and have a great one. Bye.